Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So a chap off my Discord called Lambert linked me to this, and thanks mate for this because it's been a fantastic read. Games Workshop put out an annual report, and in that they go over some massive things. Of course they speak about the profit. The profit is more or less gone up like 30%. They are just knocking it out of the park at the moment. But they discuss some things for future term projects, and this is what's piqued my interest. So let's jump in and let's take a look at all the cool things which could be coming and will be coming to Games Workshop. If you want to go and read this report for yourself, the link is in the description of this video. It's a great read, even though it has numbers and all that kind of stuff. It's not boring. It's really interesting to see the insight of where GW are going to be going in the future and how they've achieved so much success in the recent past year and stuff like that. It's really good. Now, one of the big things which really caught my eye in this is under a section called Our Brands. They basically explain like Age of Sigmar, what 40k is, Horus Heresy and stuff like that. But there is a little bit of a blurb at the bottom about, you know, taking the brands and expanding it and stuff like that. And it actually says, I'm actually going to quote it. It says, "Going forward, we want to make it easier than ever for people to engage and immerse themselves in our IP. To that end, I have a small senior team to help me find new partners to help us bring Worlds of Warhammer to life like never before. Together, we explore animation, live action and more, while ensuring we do no harm to our core miniature business." So that for me is absolutely huge. So they basically have a little team now looking to do something like animations, live action. How awesome would that be? How awesome would it be to have like a live action, maybe like kind of Game of Thrones-esque if you're doing like Age of Sigmar, or maybe like Band of Brothers-esque or something like that if you're doing like, you know, like guardsmen following guard around or anything like that. An animation, I've actually heard rumours of like there's an anime apparently in the works for 40k. I really don't know how that would work in any kind of way. It could be amazing, it could be absolutely awful, but they're starting to touch that area now. They're starting to touch that animation. They're seeing the potential of what this kind of stuff can bring, the new kind of fan base it can bring into GW. Just take, for example, you know, Game of Thrones, or, you know, something like Rick or Morty. You know, if you get a fan base around these projects, it can be massively profitable for the companies involved, and especially if you have miniatures attached to that brand of animation you're producing. If people see like, okay, this is a really awesome series of stuff, I can go out and buy models of these people that are actually in these series, I can paint them, I can fight them and stuff like that. That is going to bring a shed load of people into the IP, down to these animations or live action films if they do happen. Now, the next big news comes from under the heading of range, and this just goes over he recruited like a brand new global head of merchandising and stuff like that, but that's all like the juicy stuff. You can all read that yourself. Some of the bit that sticks out here the most, and this has got me really excited, absolutely really excited. Space Marine Heroes. If you don't know what Space Marine Heroes is, it's this range which is like push fit miniatures, which is releasing in Japan. And the quote it actually says here, it says, "Space Marine Heroes, our push off the frame push fit miniatures sold as blind collectibles, placed in over 250 new outlets in Japan. This series launches globally," I again say globally, "this year, along with Series 2 in Japan." So there we have it. Everyone, me included, who was going, why in the Emperor's name, GW, are you not releasing this to the global market? Look how awesome these models are. This statement now, this financial statement now confirms we will be getting them very soon. It says this later this year, so I'm thinking November, December, Christmas time. I think it'd be an awesome Christmas present to myself. So it is definitely happening, and it's happening this year. And it only gets better from there, because underneath that it goes into Partworks. Now, Partworks is the magazine stuff that was supposed to happen. If you remember, ages and ages ago, there was some magazines that were released, and you got like a starter box set of Primaris Marines in it, a couple of paints and stuff like that. A couple of people actually picked some of the magazines up down south, but it didn't fully launch. And I myself thought, this is dead, it's dead in the water. But this, again, turns it on its head. It says part works. We learned a great deal from the battle games in Middle-earth part work launched back in 2002. Some of those lessons were painful. Now, though, I think we're in the best position we've ever been in to have another go. Warhammer 40,000 Conquest, a serialized product, will launch this summer. Technically, is it summer now? Yeah, it's summer now. So it should be coming very, very soon. What, this month? Next month? I'm not too sure. Summer ends, what, the end of September. So we've got to the end of September for this Warhammer 40,000 Conquest magazine to come out. And for me, I am definitely looking forward to this. I remember, like, one version had, like, this Primaris Marine, like, it's an exclusive Primaris Marine model you can actually get in it and stuff like that. So if they keep doing that, like, exclusive models, if you buy into these Warhammer magazines, and I'm all for it. You know, they do like little bundles of models you can just pick up and buy and stuff like that. Great little price, and I think it's going to open the door and get more people into it. We definitely need something back on the shelves. Since White Dwarf is not there on the shelves anymore, we definitely need a Warhammer 40,000 magazine on the shelves to pique people's interest, just to pick it up. And if you include models and the paints and the paintbrushes and all that kind of stuff that they were promising, then I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. We do actually get some information about how they're doing interacting with the community. Who would have thought if you actually interact with the community you're trying to sell your product to, you'd actually get a lot of responses, a lot of feedback, and it would actually improve your product. I know, absolutely insane, right? But it says here we have a great global community who are both loyal and passionate. Of course, I'm the most fanboy person out there. Over the last 6 months, we have again doubled the number of customers interacting with us on social media. The social media part of Warhammer and, you know, the 40k or whatever you want to call it has been an absolute amazing experience. You know, you got people coming out who are on Twitter, Facebook, and they're responding to you, they're answering questions to you, you're giving them feedback, they're taking that feedback on. That is great. It actually makes you feel it. Well, it makes me feel as a customer that they listen to you, and you know, they take your opinion, they share with the same laughs you have over certain products and stuff like that. It's a really great experience knowing the people that you're buying the product of are people like you, and they feel the same way as you do about the product. Alright chaps, that's me done for this little short video. Like I said, go and read it all for yourself. There's some great things in there, you know, about the IP and licensing and all that kind of stuff. There's all them figures for you math people out there who love reading all that kind of stuff. GW is on the up and up. I'm just kicking myself now thinking, why didn't I buy stocks when they were at the lowest? Because it probably would have like doubled by now, because they are just going for the stars. They are on their own great crusade. So congratulations to everyone involved. You're absolutely smashing it out of the park at the moment. Big news from what I've just read from that kind of stuff, and really seeing what they do in the future stuff. If we do get an animation series or something like that, I think it could be absolutely massive. It just needs to be done right though. It needs to be done right. If you're doing Space Marines, then don't do it live action. I think it will look silly. I think all that is down to like CGI and all that kind of stuff. I think you need to do that route. If you're doing in Guardsmen and stuff, then that can be live action, but just don't do Space Marines as live action. I think it'll just be too derpy. Right, that is me done. I'm waffling on. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope I passed on some information. It's looking amazing. The future is ours, brothers. Hope you enjoyed the video, and bye-bye.